Hey, buddy, watch this.
Hello, Regis Kelvin is the name and Hearthstone is the game, and it's time for another Decksperiment where I experiment with some cool deck ideas. This time around in the post-nerf meta where Spiteful Summoner has moved to 7 mana from 6 mana. I think that opens up a pretty interesting opportunity to run Spiteful Summoner in an odd Baku deck, and in fact an odd Baku rogue deck, because we've seen odd rogue already finding success on the ladder. Can you add things like Spiteful Summoner and Sprint into an odd rogue shell and make it competitive? That's what we're going to find out right now as we jump into this deck creation process as it was recorded live on my Twitch stream. We're going to try to do an odd Spiteful Rogue. And the reason for this is because this wasn't possible before, but of course with the nerf to Spiteful Summoner to 7 mana, suddenly we have an opportunity to run Spiteful Summoner in an odd deck, which was not possible before. Now, when it comes to spells for Rogue, big spells, you'll note really only Sprint was good anyway. So Sprint becomes your Spiteful Summoner, or not even good, but available, I should say. Really only Sprint was available. So Sprint becomes your Spiteful Summoner activator card, and also, I guess, a refill card in the late game to some extent, if you get super, super desperate. But, of course, beyond that, you have to build a deck to support this, and we want, obviously, Baku in our odd deck here. Golden Baku. Ooh, that's nice, guys.
Boys,
that's nice.
Make
That's looking
some
good.
room by the hearth, won't ya?
That's good. 7 drops are so crap, though. They can be. They're not as good as 8s and 10s. That's certainly the case. But often, still, I think getting, a 4/4 and a 7 drop for 7 mana can be pretty strong, because you kind of get the 4/4 for free, right? Also, it's an unexpected element. But we're going to see if it's worth it. Is it going to be good? I don't know. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. We'll just have to find out. But that's why we try. That's the whole fun of experiments, is to try and see what happens. We learn, we grow, we figure it out. Wouldn't be any fun if we already knew the answer. That would make it established science, not a experiment. That said, Riverdude Colin, man, thank you for the 6 months. It is indeed good to see you back as well, man. I appreciate that a lot. Congrats on the epic purple gem. That's looking really, really good. The question is, how do we want to build this deck? I think we want to build it pretty aggressively, right? Odd Rogue, we know we have the high pressure weapon, which can certainly shift into kind of a control tool sometimes. You get the 2 attack there, so it can do a little bit of both. But nonetheless, I think we want to build a deck that has some pretty aggressive starts and the ability to kill our opponent sometimes. So we're going to add some rogue staples here, as you can see. Blink Fox, I think, now a rogue staple. Vile Spy and SI7. We have the golden Blink Fox. Thank God. That is so cool looking. Oh my God. I love it. That artwork is fantastic. And then we certainly have seen Cold Blood and Deadly Poison run in Odd Rogue before. I don't know that we're going to want those. I think we're going to have to be just a little bit slower than a traditional Odd Rogue, because we do have those instances where we could have a hand full of 7 and 9 drops, right? So I don't know that we can be quite that aggressive. I think we have to play for a little bit more of a mid-rangey style. Still pretty fast, not certainly a slow deck. So for instance, we're going to want some 1-drops, I think. But not perhaps quite as fast as Odd Rogue is traditionally built today. That said, I don't really know what 1-drops we want. Certainly these are a good start. They're good to work with. I think these are perhaps better with Cold Blood because of their low attack nature. But they probably work for us fine too for now. We want Hinchclan Thug, really, really good in Odd Rogue, and frankly kind of a mid-rangey minion anyway, so perfect for us in some ways. What else would we like to run for 3-drops? I think we need some more 3-drops. Chat, you can help me out here. I wonder if Tinkmaster Overspark is ever a card that's worth it. Because right now, we don't have a very good answer to Taunt Druid, if that shows up a lot. And this gives you a really cool answer to Taunt Druid, because it kills their Witching Hour play. They'll sometimes get a 1/1 squirrel. That said, can we really beat Taunt Druid if it goes past turn 9 anyway? I don't know. I think if the game has gone that far, we're probably going to lose regardless. So we perhaps shouldn't stress about it. I like the idea of Bittertide Hydra a lot because we're not going to be too worried about our health. And it's just a really big, scary 5-drop that like our opponent will stress about removing, and then we move into Spiteful Summoner in ensuing turns. I don't think we have enough 1-drops right now, though. Fungalmancer and Leroy are the kinds of cards that can sort of fit, but... I don't know, though. They make me a little nervous. I almost like Stranglethorn Tiger better in some ways. Or Cobalt Scalebane, perhaps. But that's a little bit unreliable. Tar Creeper, yeah, Tar Creeper is still pretty good. We can still squeeze in a Tar Creeper. Definitely because we're a little bit slower than Odd Rogue. And it's already played anyway, I think, a little bit. Just because it helps protect your other assets quite nicely. I don't know if we need Leroy if we have Spitefuls and Bittertides. Like, those just do so much in the regards to pressure. But I don't think we have enough 1-drops. We need more... Maybe one more set of 1-drops, like Argent Squires or something. Worgen Infiltrator... I don't think so. I think Argent Squires will help us trade with the weapon into those early minions. That could be nice. So now a couple more 5s and we should be good to go. Do we want Cobalt Scalebane, Stranglethorn Tiger? Cobalt Scalebane, I feel like it's going to be hard to get that buff off just because there's not necessarily going to be other minions lingering around, right? It's just going to kind of chill by itself a lot of the time. So we're better off with the individual threat of something like Bittertide Hydra. Ooh, Glacial Shard's a good idea. Yeah, I like Glacial Shard better than Argent Squire. Let's do that. You guys are smart. Yeah, I love Glacial Shard still. Glacial Shard's super OP. That's a good ad. We'll try that. Put in Fungalmancer. I like that you're using data to cite your reasoning. That's really smart. That's really, really good. But I have to wonder if that's because traditional Odd Rogue is a little faster than we're playing, right? Like, we're not going to be quite as aggressive. Aha. I mean, we're still going to be very aggressive, but we've got 7s and 9s, and I wonder if we're going to have trouble sometimes keeping a constant stream of minions on board. So a card like Fungalmancer might have less reliable targets. In other words, I think I'm leaning towards running more self-sufficient stuff.
I don't like you. I love you, bro.
I kind of want to run some self-sufficient things, right? Like, I don't want them to be totally dependent on buffs or minions on board. So I guess Cobalt Scalebane's a little better there than Fungalmancer, for instance. It's a little closer to bridging that gap. But that's the logic I'm going for at the very least. I don't know if that makes sense or not, or if my logic is sound, but that's the idea. We could even run something like Captain Greenskin. It's kind of neat, right? It's sort of like a Scalebane that buffs your weapon instead of your minions, but your weapon is far more reliable than your minions, I would argue. We could also go for like Wolf Riders just to do a lot of damage. Tanglefur Mystic would give us minions to play on curve. That could be sort of intriguing. Are there any other rogue cards I diss? I can't... Do I have any cheap spells, by the way? I don't make sure. I always forget with Spiteful Summoner. Sometimes I try to add in cheap spells because I forget. Seemingly we're okay there. Thank God I didn't do that again. No Grand Archivist. No, we can't. It's an odd rogue, so he's an even card. We could add one Gluttonous Ooze. I mean, that's... It's really good against Warlock, but Warlock has kind of vanished. I don't think we need that, actually. I think that's bad now. Mukla, Kobold, an Owl. Maybe one Owl is worth it, just to add a silence in for any sort of emergency situations. And Nightmare Amalgam, we shouldn't need any activations there. I definitely want some 5s. Let's get a 5 or 2. So the question is, like, Greenskin, Stranglethorn Tiger, Cobalt Scalebane, Fungalmancer. I think they're all reasonable choices. Even a Leroy is a reasonable choice, too. You know, with Sprint, I kind of like the idea of adding in a Leroy because Sprint could find us a Leroy. right? That could give us... Ooh, what if we ran Harrison instead of Ironbeak? Since we're looking for 5-drops anyway. Oh, no, never mind. I mean, instead of Gluttonous Ooze, which we already did. So maybe we run Greenskin and Harrison and Leroy as sort of this 5-mana legendary package. I don't know if that's great, but it's certainly possible. And then maybe one more 1-drop. I feel like we're still a little shy on the 1-drop front. So do we want to add like a Deadly Poison and Cold Blood? Maybe like a Hallucination? No, probably just Argent Squire is fine. Okay. Does it work? I don't know. I don't know. No, Owl is horrible. You think so? I think it's kind of good against Taunt Druid right now, which seemingly is popping up a lot. Why do you think Owl is horrible? It's very commonly played in most odd decks. Do you think just because we're out of the Warlock meta? I'm not convinced I'm ready to give up on it quite as quickly as that. I feel like it might still have a use. We're not running 2, we're only running 1. So I'm gonna try this. Let's stay here. Let's try this. Let's see if it works. Owl is a super low win rate. Well, you can't just look at that because there's more complexity to it than that, right? Because you're only playing Owl when you are doing something against your intention. You're playing Owl when your opponent has stymied you or stopped you, and you're desperate for a swing or desperate to get through. And that means you're not in a favorable position. So the win rate is basically biased against itself, because otherwise you don't play Owl. It sits in your hand because you're winning the game anyway. So in other words, it only gets played when you're losing. You have to be careful when you're looking at those sorts of cards specifically. But it can still sneak out wins here and there, right? And if you look at for instance, if you go to like an odd rogue deck, we can try to sort that out a little better by looking at the drawn win rate as opposed to the played win rate. But basically, it's always really hard to analyze these sorts of things because there's so many layers and so much complexity to it that it's often not simple. But like I don't know, let's see. In Rogue, Owl is really not played much, but let's see here. So we'll take the most popular odd rogue deck, and again, I don't even think this is a fair corollary to our deck necessarily, but so okay, like for Owl, for instance, the drawn win rate for Owl is 50%, but the played win rate for Owl is 43% in this deck. So that is evidence to suggest that the only time you're playing Owl is probably when you're behind and looking for some sort of desperation move. But drawing Owl doesn't necessarily hurt you that much. It's definitely worse than drawing other cards, right? There are just other cards that are going to be more advantageous. Nice! Do we want to go face with these charges already? I don't know the answer to that. I'm actually going to hold the charge, I think. We're not quite as aggressive, remember. We're a little bit slower. So anyway, yes, Owl is something that will lower the win rate of your draw a little bit, but not so significantly that it isn't necessarily worth it, right? It's a complicated thing to try to explore. Nobody is necessarily right or wrong. It's just complicated. Sometimes that's the best way to put it. Alright, we're going to go here first, and then we'll go into Fledgling Glacial Shard, I think. People are going to crap their pants when we play Spiteful Summoner. This is going to surprise them. I don't know, I'd rather win more games overall than win a few games occasionally. That can be a logical thing to say, but because if you're compromising your deck too much, then you might be stealing yourself opportunities to win other games. There's an opportunity cost, essentially, of running a tech card like a Silence. But I would urge you to think, well, certainly,
Here we go.
that is definitely Freezing Trap, right? Always. It's always Freezing Trap. So we'll just go ahead and activate that. That's fine. Do we want to play that again? No, we'll just move into this fledgling. This is cool too. We might save the weapon again though. I lost my train of thought. It's hard to capture that opportunity cost in statistics, and it's hard to account for it, and it's hard to explain it. But I think there's a reason that throughout the history of card games, people do run tech cards. You just in every card game, people run tech cards. Jacob, I can see your messages. Yeah. I don't know why Twitch is glitching for you, man. I don't. Maybe it is for other people too. I'm honestly not sure, but it's seemingly fine for me so far. I guess we're gonna draw like 1,000,000 cards here. It's really not that good because I don't actually need to yet. Let's test this first, I guess, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so that is always Rat Trap? I think that's always Rat Trap, right? Next turn we can coin Spiteful. Or I can coin now for... Well, if I coin now, we activate the Rat Trap, don't we?
Here we go.
So anyway, I mean, you have to give some weight and value to the fact that people have always ran tech cards. Like, there's got to be a reason they're doing it. Otherwise, you would never compromise your deck for a tech card. You would never run things like Ironbeak Owl or Weapon Removal. You'd never run Silences, that sort of thing. So I think you have to give some deference to that, right? Like the history of intelligent players making, you know, decisions intelligently, whatever that means. I don't know. It's a hard thing to answer. I'm not saying anybody's right or wrong. It's just it's not simple. But regardless, I like Owl. I like Owl here. Yeah, there you go. 7 drops, guys. 7 drops. Here we are. Here we go. Spellbreaker has a 47% win rate, though. It's not the silence tech, it's Owl. But we don't have a choice. We can't run Spellbreaker, right? Like, obviously, we'd rather run Spellbreaker. Yes, I agree completely. Just from an efficiency standpoint, you can very easily tell that for 1 additional mana, getting an additional 2/2 in stats is fantastic. Like, that's not even debatable. That is 100% accurate. But we don't have that choice. We can't do that, so I don't know how much that helps us to consider that comparison, right? I don't know how to win this game. So in other words, I'm saying that the silence is still worth it despite the sacrifice of the efficiency compared to a better card. And I think most odd decks have decided that thus far. You've seen Owl in most of the aggressive odd decks, like Odd Rogue and Odd Paladin. Not necessarily an Odd Rogue. I don't know how common it is, but I don't want to spend too much time talking about it. There are certainly merits to both sides of the discussion. Certainly. Okay, we'll just... we've only played 1 card this turn, right? So we'll just go face and re-weapon. Is Argent Squire worth more? I don't think so, because we can Vile Spine with the Argent Squire pretty cheaply in a future turn. We still have quite a bit of damage out. We're susceptible, I guess, to like explosive shock, but I don't know. I can't believe you just gave me a gold green skin out of my free Tavern Roll pack. Nice, dude. That's awesome. See you, Jacob Robar, man. I'm sorry if Twitch wasn't working for you. I don't know what to do. I don't usually have a whole lot of control over those things, unfortunately. Alright, let's finally see what this is going to get us. We got to be careful again because we don't want to activate that Rat Trap. Oh, that's a good minion. Okay. We can activate the Rat Trap the turn we win the game, right? That'll be enough. Lifesteal Beasts are going to be an issue. I would be honored if you tried my Mill Druid at some point in time. I'll happily look at it, but I don't usually take deck submissions. I usually only play decks that I find myself. That's because a lot of people request decks, and I don't want to... I can't play all of them, so I don't want to pick and choose and leave some people out to dry. That's no fun. And I just realized, I don't know if I ever actually gave Crass User the love he deserved for his cheer. I hope you're still here, Crass User. You are. I think I read it and reacted to it, but I don't think I said thank you. So thank you, Crash Rooster Man, for those 100 bits. That's awful nice. Hey, Ducknado. Hey, Diesel Edge. He says, hey, Retus, have you run into Quest Priest? I have, not today, I guess. Not since the nerfs, but we certainly did prior to the nerfs. And I am not used to having this big of a hand against, or as an odd rogue. This is wild. I don't know if we want to Vile Spine this. I guess we do have 2 Vile Spines, so we sort of can. This could be a million different secret sets. We know there's a rat trap, and that's all we know. We don't know anything else. Probably a wandering monster and a freezing trap, if you have to guess, right? A venom strike trap. Holy moly! Now we did not account for that, obviously. I mean, the Vile Spine Slayer seems premature. Certainly. Because we're just killing a 3-3, but that lifesteal is admittedly fairly threatening. Perhaps I need to play the Tar Creeper here to just eat the Emperor Cobra, basically. And just continue to try to push damage face to find an opportunity eventually with like a Leroy type play. We do have the other Vile Spine. We have an Iron Beak for any sort of taunt that gets in the way. So we might just be able to get to 11 here shortly. Pretty soon. Misplay? How do you figure? How do you figure? What did we do? How did we misplay? Tell me, sir. Tell me. I want to learn. I want to be better. Hey, Oxwinds. Hey, Graham. Hey, Tree Powers. I mean, I'm not going to be able to check out the whole collection on stream, but if you have a few cards you want me to look at, or maybe just like 2 cards you want me to look at on stream, I'll do that. Or you can link me like the full set and I'll look at it off stream at some point. Tucknado says, tomorrow's my birthday. Nice, man. You were born in the year 1337 according to your username, so you're definitely going to be very, very old. What was your first golden legendary? I think it was Justicar Trueheart. Oh, no. It was Cenarius. It was definitely Cenarius. I remember now. I did have a golden Justicar Trueheart, but I got Cenarius first. So many freaking secrets in the play, man. Jeez. I cannot compete against this.
Here we go. Here we go.
I'm really scared he's gonna get a... Well, I was gonna play Bittertide Hydra, but I can't in case he gets another Venom Strike trap, and or a Snake Trap. I definitely can't play Bittertide Hydra to Snake Trap. That's a nightmare scenario. This could be a Snipe as well, so I don't know the right order to play these things in. I only want to spend 2 cards, of course, because of that Rat Trap. So I guess we'll do it this way.
Here we go.
Okay, so more face-based secrets, it looks like. So Freezing, Explosive, Wandering Monster, maybe Misdirection, I don't know. Okay. We kind of lost some effect, of course, on our green skin, because the 3 only applied to 2 charges instead of 1 charge. We still got the same amount of charges extra, but we did technically lose 1 damage. But not really, because we killed a 1/1 anyway. So, didn't really end up mattering too much. Guess it still could matter technically, but maybe I should have just went face there. I don't know. Maybe I didn't need to kill the 1/1, but I was worried about like another Hunter's Mark or kind of shenanigans. There's so many things we can't account for with Rock Dalar that who even knows. I think he's going to try to go for a taunt play here and not clear, which theoretically helps us, but not really. That's got to die. That's got to be silenced or destroyed, whichever. Well, no, actually silenced. Oh, it's got Rush. Oh my god, dude. That is a sick minion. Oh my word. That is an amazing card. Wow. Hold it. All right. Let's just figure this out. I don't know. Probably gonna get freezing trapped, maybe explosive trapped. Wandering monster into freezing. Okay, that's fine. Do I need to silence a taunt, or do I want to silence this because of the 3 armor gain? I think I'm gonna go ahead and silence this, to be honest with you. What does this thing say? Your opponent's spells cost 1 more. Well, we certainly don't care about that. We certainly don't care about that. So we know that's still a rat trap. What do we want here? Not Lanessa, I guess? Oh, that's pretty good. It's just a really big dude. I'll take that. I wish he had taunt, but I'll take it. I got Ysera from a Tavern Brawl pack today. Nice, we've had some good luck Tavern Brawl packs today for sure. Brodeo also says, Regis, your birthday seems to be granting a lot of people luck today. Ah, that's a good thing to hear. I'm excited about that. That's awesome.
Aha!
Shadow Ranger 5 says, my opponent plays Flappy Bird turn 3, and then turn 4, Cold Blood, Wind Fury, Stealth. The fight is over. You win. Sorry, man. That's no fun. That's not good luck. I thought so. Tree Power says, it's only 5 cards so far. Well, yeah, definitely. When you're done or you feel like you're in a good spot, feel free to share it. I look at a lot of custom cards kind of all the time in Discord and so many other places. And eventually, this might actually happen sooner rather than later. This is something I wanted to do for a long time. I'd like to host a regular competition on my YouTube channel for custom cards, where I give like a prize every week, or I don't know, maybe like a $10 Blizzard gift card every week or something, and I give away so many secrets. I'm going crazy on the secrets, guys. There are way too many secrets here. I cannot handle it. How are there so many secrets? What is going on? He's got to be running out soon, right? I mean, how many secrets can one man have? We have successfully dodged this rat trap for like 20 turns. Oh, man, he has so many secrets. I don't have any dragons, do I? No, only beasts. That's sad. I guess Blink Fox could technically give me a dragon with the carry-on thing. Carry on my wayward Drake. Sorry, Guga, man, that's not too awesome, I gotta say. Do you play any other card games like MTG? Never really played MTG. I've certainly tried some other digital card games since I became a Hearthstone guy. Things like Duelist and yeah, I don't know. There's like I've tried 10 probably. Prismata most recently, I guess. I played Elder Scrolls Legends for like 5 minutes. Gwent I played a little bit. Basically all of them, except actually I don't know if I ever played the Shadow thingy, whatever Shadow thingy is called. So this is usually a lethal, right? So I guess we'll go for it since it's usually a lethal. Because I think we can activate any of the Wandering Monster or Freezing Trap with Argent Squire here. Thanks to the Vile Spine Slayer. Unless that's a snipe, I guess. Not a snipe, thank God. Missed. Oh, God, Explosive Trap. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm dead on the return now. Oh, no. That's 5, 7, 9.
Here we go.
Oh, no. It's 5, 7, 9. Oh, no. Remember, I had to play Leroy first, guys, because, yeah, we're done. I had to play Leroy first to activate the combo if I wanted to go for it, so. Oh, wow. Great answer to my zombies, too. That's kind of sad. We're dead, so it doesn't matter, but. So, was there a way to guarantee lethal there ever? I don't think so, right? There's just no way to guarantee it, because we... Well, we could have... No, attacking the Leroy into the taunt wouldn't have helped. No other cards in hand dealt with the taunt. Only the Vile Spine dealt with the taunt. We had only 10 mana, so we had to play exactly those 2 cards. If we were going to go for it, we could have not gone for it that turn. But if we went for it that turn, that was the only way we could do it, right? Was it ever better to wait?
Happy birthday, my dude.
You can't wait for explosive, guys. I mean, if we were going to do it, we had to do it then. Now, the question is, could we have won if we'd waited a turn? Were we dead anyway? He had kill command plus Leok. 7 plus the weapon was 10. We were 13. Yeah, we probably could have waited a turn. The question then becomes, should you go for the, whatever it is, 60% to win that turn, or should you wait and try to win on a future turn? Do you have a better chance of winning long, or do you have a better chance of winning short? We saw that he was going to kill our 9/9 and gain health off of his zombies, for instance. So we know that was going to backfire. Like, we were going to lose our Swamp King Dread, and he was going to gain life off of it. So it feels like we might have lost anyway. But I don't know. Well, certainly we should have considered the percentages before we made the play. There's no doubt about that. Like, that always should have happened. We should have talked about the odds of explosive trap happening and then debated whether or not it was worth it. We might have still made the decision to try it, though, if we had done that. Because how many secrets were there that could have been? That freezing... Basically everything except Rat Trap, right? We didn't know. Everything... So it was like a 1 out of 6 or something that it was... I don't know how many secrets in the pool. Basically, like, what, 1 out of 6 that it was a... that it was explosive trap? 1 out of 5, maybe? I'm not really sure. So it's probably an 80% chance for us to win the game that turn. Is that the best chance we're ever going to get? If we wait a turn, does that chance decrease or increase? Some might argue it decreases, right? I don't know. I'm not saying that conclusively because I don't know. It may not have. Would I rather just get an extra damage point through here or have an extra minion available? Our hand is building pretty late. I might go for an extra minion available here. I do actually lose my turn 5 play a lot of the time. Well, we know what that's going to give us. I don't know. I don't know if this was worth it or not. We might should have went face. It doesn't really protect this. It theoretically does because it goes to 4 and he only has 3. But of course he has spells to activate the Wild Pyro because we know he has coin. So this still could have died very easily. SI7's a reasonable draw, but I'm actually just going to slam Hydra. I think this will be harder for him to deal with. He has a Northshire Cleric in hand, presumably from that Witchwood Piper. We need to dodge a sprint draw, of course. How much damage can we do next turn? Not a lot, necessarily. Maybe we draw 1 drop, we can do 4 over the top. Plus 11 on board, but presumably only 8 will live. That's 12, maybe. Who knew that such seemingly small nerfs were so impactful? Warlock is almost dead. It does seem that way. I think it might still be a little bit of an overreaction. People tend to overcorrect right when nerfs hit, and then that tends to balance out, and they recorrect back towards, you know, what's actually good. But we'll see. Superfax, though, thank you for the 100 bits, man. You're always kind with the bits and the love and the big old subs and stuff. So thank you a ton for that, my good sir. And Shellspell, thanks for the birthday wishes. Devin the Bold also, I guess, a while ago dropped some birthday wishes I had missed. So thank you for that as well. Yeah, we'll just try to protect our Bittertide here, right? He might actually have trouble getting through. We're pre-Psychic Scream, so this could be a problematic turn for him. He probably has some heal, if I had to guess, right? But he's not going to be able to trade and then heal. Oh, we're going to take a lot of damage. He got the other Pyro. That sucks. He's probably going to clear the board here, it would seem. And he draws 3 cards. He kills our Hydra. He does 6 damage to us. This is what some people would describe as a great turn. Our Pyro was not part of the plan. Not part of the plan. God, don't have another cheap spell, please, God. Not another Divine Hymn either, please, please. I cannot handle that. I'm gonna need Antonitis off this Spiteful Summoner here, I think. He's just gonna heal face and trade, I think. He wants to maximize his heal potential. Which is smart. You should get your hero power on every turn you can. Because that's healing you otherwise never get back, right? So... Antonitis? Not that we could do too much with it, frankly, because only Shadow Visions is our... okay, I'll take it. That's a 9-10 for 7 mana. It's not amazing, but certainly better than a 7-7. Better than War Golem. You said thank you already for my birthday. Ah, nice. Perfect, Evan the Bulb. I'm glad to hear that. I forget sometimes what I've read and haven't read. It's definitely a thing. I wish Call of the Wild was still in Standard because now an odd Spiteful Hunter would be possible. We're going to try it anyway. We're going to try it with Crushing Walls. I don't know if it's possible, but we're going to see. Oh, wow. You wanted me to have the Wild Pyro, interestingly. Do we just go ahead and sprint here because we don't really have anything else to do? Or do we try to develop our weapon? Spend some mana on another sprint? Get a Glacial Shard out? The 2 damage just does not seem very impactful. I really, really wish I had drawn, like, I don't know, Captain Greenskin or something, right? Not a Glacial Shard. We're at risk of losing our Spiteful Summoner here as well if we draw the other sprint. Instead, we got 2 Spiteful Summoners. That's really good if we don't draw sprint. Wow, okay. I like that. This could be a 3 Spiteful Summoner game really quickly here. Don't draw sprint. Don't draw sprint. Oh, and the Volcano Sword too. Nice. Actually, do we Vile Spine this one? Yeah, I think we do. We risk losing our Spiteful Summoners, but we have enough action anyway, I think. To win, basically. Even if we lose the sprint, we have the Volcano Swords and stuff, so. We're at risk of death, by the way, as soon as he plays Shadow Visions. Because 3 Mind Blasts right now will kill us, so we need to win quickly. We don't have much time to work with here. Baku dead, but beautiful. Look at that beautiful golden card, guys. My, oh my. I love it. Okay. Well, we're going to delay the Spiteful again here to get another Vile Spine. Alrighty. He is on a lethal deathbed now if he doesn't figure this out. Oh, did we draw the other sprint? Hold up. Oh, no, that's our Shadow Vision sprint, isn't it? That's right. Okay. Freaked me out for a second. Oh, we're dead. Double Mind Blast. Cool. You top deck the Holy Fire. Wow, I just discovered right now that I have Alaneth. How do you just miss owning a card? Like, how does that work out? I don't know how that works out. Did you play any sport in high school? I did. I played 2 sports. I played basketball and tennis. I played basketball for my first 3 years, and we got... Well, actually, I helped start a tennis team for my senior year. I was the captain of the tennis team. Only 1 year, though. I wish I could have played it all 4 years, because we weren't very good. I think I went like 50-50 on the year, basically, which was fine, but not amazing by any means. And we could have been so much better if we'd actually played more than a year, right? It was just... We were not able to compete with other local schools who'd had programs for a while, which was sad. I guess Hunter, I kind of like the idea of this hand. Fledgling seems less good, because he has lots of ways to deal with it. Bows and kill commands and things. I definitely... Oh, and I also played Scholar Bowl, if you count. We got letters for Scholar Bowl in high school, which is like a trivia competition thing. Most people would did not declare that a sport, probably accurately so. So I don't know if we count Scholar Bowl or not, but it's always a possibility, I guess. Alright, just to make sure that doesn't go crazy. We don't want anything going haywire here early. Turn 2 secret's certainly a possibility. We have options. We can play double Firefly next turn, so. We kind of lose the combo on the SI there with the coin for a while, but with the Flame Elementals, we can get that back pretty quickly, I would say. I guess we won't show our hand here. We'll play the Flame Ellie. Not going to attack. I could have attacked to weed out Explosive Trap, I guess. Crap. I was thinking I don't want to leave a minion up from Wandering Monster. So that's sort of just... If he doesn't trade into a minion here, we might suspect Explosive Trap, right? Well, let's see. Nope, it's Wandering Monster. Oh my god. Wow. That's a good freaking play. Oh man. Man, that is tough. When people get you Mind Blast for your birthday, yeah, no joke. I just hard played a Void Lord for the first time in a while, and it felt so good. Was it still good actually? Like, was it still competitive? Oh my god. We are getting ruined by this Valkyr Soul Claimer. Who on earth ever expected the Valkyr Soul Claimer to win him the game? And I have to hit it here, even though I don't want to, because he can use this to get another minion if I don't. It is complete and utter garbage. Look at this. That was the most MVP Wandering Monster I've ever seen. He got two tutus out of it, right? And the original body. So, I mean, just overwhelmingly powerful. Overwhelmingly good. And now, I don't know if we can stabilize. It's going to be impossible, it seems. Our weapon is not very good right now. I guess we'll Harrison just to take that out of play and try to stabilize somehow. On the Vile Spine, perhaps. Got a couple 1-drops for the Vile Spine. I need him to have a dead turn, though. This needs to be a whiff. He needs to, like, hero power... He's probably going to like Flanking Strike, which is really good, but I need him to just like hero power pass somehow. There's the Flanking Strike. He top-decked it, of course. That makes sense. I don't know why that's surprising. Oh, we're bleeding out, guys. I can't play that ever.
Aha!
We're not going to play this because it dies to the trade anyway. There might be a better turn for this later. But, again, unless we roll into some kind of Spiteful Taunt or something, I don't see us getting out of here. Looks like it's going to be tough.
Welcome! Boys, make some room by the hearth, won't ya?
I'm
Hey,
scared.
it's my 5-month time flight man.
No! Hey, around here, that's a legitimate concern now. Okay, cool. We'll sprint. We'll win via sprint. Oh, Glacial Shard could have been clutch this game. So could this other... If we had both of these in hand, we might have been able to get there. Although, probably not, because we're at 6 health. I guess not. We weren't going to win in 3 turns, so... I don't think we were getting there ever. But Fogfish, man, thank you for the 5 freaking months, dude. That is crazy. God, guys, we keep shedding ranks. I feel like this is halfway close to good, but so far, we're not winning games. The Priest game felt like we definitely could have won. The Hunter game, we kind of threw maybe a little bit. I don't really know. Perhaps not. We threw from a technical standpoint, but we maybe actually made the best play still. I'm not convinced that wasn't the best play. The Leroy death. I actually still think it was the best play by accident, but still the best play. What version of Odd Rogue? Is there some sort of gimmick I'm not seeing? Perhaps you missed the Spiteful Summoner sprint. Maybe that. And yeah, that's the plan. Ah, yeah, you see it. Yeah. The non 6 mana Spiteful threw you off, didn't it? You're like, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, why isn't Spiteful 6 mana? What's the deal? Something looks a little fishy here. Definitely. Ugh. Pretty quick start. Alright. We're not in the best shape ever. These do not line up particularly well against this Dire Mole, so we're gonna figure something out. Hopefully he still weapons here on 3. It's pretty unlikely he should have some kind of combination to get some mana spent. Oh, he did just weapon. Nice. Okay. That's more interesting. Well, you know what? That might actually be handy later. There are certainly instances where that could come in handy. Grand Tournament logo still on the dagger. Good job, Blizzard. Good fix. Great work. Oh, he decided not to play that last turn. Why is that, I wonder?
Aha!
I guess he thought it was just going to die for free. Oh, no, he wanted to activate combo. That's why. I see. I see, I see. It all makes sense now. What a terrible turn we have. Everything is off curve, and I can't get a weapon developed for nothing. Would I rather this die or the fledgling die for free? They're both going to die for free. I guess the fledgling is harder to get off consistently. So I'm going to let it die for free. This thing we can pretty much guarantee next turn, so. Oh my. That's gross. Oh, I'm going to have to face tank that, which sucks. That's good for the Vile Spine later. That's really clutch. I like that a lot. This thing's going to go down to 1 health, so we will probably just face tank it next turn again, unfortunately. We'll probably greenskin. Maybe we'll play a Firefly just to get some stats out. So we got to take another 5, it looks like. That's not so scary. Oh, he gets to Vile Spine first because he's not on coin. Yay. Oh, boy, oh boy. I'm dead, guys. There's so many plays here that kill me. Cold Bloods and stuff. How's this deck doing? Not well, not well. We are actually falling prey to the same trap that we ran in our last deck, which was a mid-range Elemental Mage. I think we're a little bit too middle of the road. We're halfway aggro, halfway mid-range, and we're not particularly awesome at either. So it leaves us in this kind of middle ground, right, where we don't necessarily do anything particularly well. I could go for some kind of crazy, bold, Spiteful Summoner, but we're dead 99% of the time there. So we'll just take the max amount of stats off the board that we can. And what does he have? He has 3, 4, 5. He only needs 4 damage here. Very good chance that that ruins us next time. Doing that, so it sets up for the Blade Flurry. Otherwise, we don't know what's going to happen. This might not trade as favorably or something. I don't know. We have to expect him to go face here. What is this from? Oh, that's another Flame. Oh, we might actually be able to do something here, boys. Hold up. Hold up. Oh, he's not going face. Oh, this beautiful soul. This beautiful soul. I wish I could play both of these together so hard right now. I can't. It's okay. We can still do this, but oh my god, how great would it be? How great would it be? Oh my god, we're down to 6, so a Leroy top deck at any given point ends the game. I don't think I need to worry about combo activators at this point. But if he just draws a minion here, we have 3 turns to beat his hero power, and Spiteful could make that even better with any sort of taunt minion. I don't know how many taunts are actually available, to be honest with you. But oh my god, he's trading. Oh, you never trade here, dude! Why? Well, actually, he is kind of going to make me force into that maybe with a... Oh, man, Iron Beak Owl doesn't really help much. Maybe actually... Maybe trading was better than I thought, just because now I don't have an answer to this minion. We don't have lethal, do we? We have 8, 10. No. But I think we might actually Leroy that. Just so that we don't take any damage. I can face tank it, right? Like, I can silence it and then face tank and trade. Or actually, I don't even have to trade. I can just silence it and face tank it with a Captain Greenskin buff. That would put him down to 14. It would leave me with 8 10 damage on board with a Leroy in hand. So if he didn't draw 1 damage next turn, we'd win the game. But Leroy is a safer play, but I guess we'll Leroy it. It's a little bit safer. It's a little bit safer. I honestly prefer the other line. I actually preferred face tanking it for 3 and making him have the damage. I actually prefer that, like going down to 3 health and making him have 1 damage off the top. Simply because it puts us on a shorter clock. Like, we win faster that way. We would have we actually would have won the game this turn if we had done my play. So is it better or worse? I don't know. Now if this is like a combo activator for SI7 agent, we lose the game, right? Unless I get a taunt, that is, or... Well, let's try for a taunt here. Actually, I should have Blink Fox first. It's always better to Blink Fox first. Crap. Oh, that's actually still pretty good, though. It's always better to Blink Fox first. That was a mistake. I could have got some kind of life gain guard off this, like the life steal weapon, for instance. That would have been a better play.
Welcome.
We could still die to SI7 though.
Make some room by the hearth, won't you?
So.
Happy birthday.
Hey, Illuminatica, man! Oh my god. Wow. Swamp King Dread MVP! Oh my god. Wow. Woo! Woo! Oh my god. Wow. Swamp King Dread is always a better play there. Well, we could have played both, right? We could, which we did, but we should have Blink Fox first. We should have Blink Fox first. I mean, I guess theoretically the minion we got could have changed our play somehow, but I don't think it ever would have. I mean, why would we have ever weaponed instead of playing Blink Fox? I don't think it ever would have changed our play. I think we would always still have Blink Fox, so we should have Blink Fox first. Just in case we got some life gain guaranteed. And then we still could have Spiteful after. If we didn't,
Spiteful MVP.
if we didn't like what we got, right? Is this the same guy? No, but certainly the same deck. So we're going to take a defensive Dark Reaper definitely here and hope to hit a 1-drop. But Luminatica, thanks again for the sub. 3 months in a row is awesome. Congrats on the blue gem, my good sir. Let's do a little baby sub train. I kind of matched the bottom of the train tonight, guys. It looks like I fit right in. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Ba-da. Here's where it really kicks up. This is where it gets good.
Aha!
The timing on that aha was perfect. Griffin Connor 2 with a perfect follow timing. It ended right as the song ended, man. That was great. That was perfect. Wait, what? Doesn't he know it had charge? It didn't matter. We had Swamp King Dread, the minion that attacks minions. Oh, this is not an odd rogue. Holy moly, I gotta pay more attention. I thought we were playing odd rogue this whole time. Not that it would have changed my line necessarily, just thought we were. It did have charge, but it got eaten by Swamp King Dread immediately. We got Swamp King Dread off of our Spiteful Summoner. A particularly lucky roll, if I do say so myself. Yeah, this kills our Vile Spine, but most likely we aren't going to need a Vile Spine next turn against a non-odd rogue on 4 mana. He shouldn't really... Yeah, I think you saw the writing on the wall there. Okay. We did indeed get off to a pretty good start, I have to say. And Aragorn, thank you for the 100 bits, man. That's awful nice. Giant Punda says, what did I just walk in on? It's like this all the time, man. Don't expect anything different ever. It's basically always exactly this. Shenanigans are afoot all the time around here. We've always got shenanigans. Okay, 1-drop is good. I do like Bitterhead Hydra, but we need to make sure we get off to a faster start than that. It's a perfect hand for that. Perfect, Hank. Calabuso, man, thanks for the nice lurkers. I know we got a lot of lurkers out there. Show me your lurkers, chat. Show me your lurkers. How old? I am 31 years old. My fupa is 31 years of age. Well, not exactly. Risker says, always nice seeing your stream, and especially playing it to you. Thanks as always. Yes, Risker, I was going to ask you earlier. You had left, and I asked, but you weren't here when I checked. What was the cool... You'd mentioned you were going to do some kind of cool shenanigan when you played us, but we didn't get to see what it was because I ended the game accidentally. What was the cool shenanigan, if you don't mind sharing? What were you going to do that was so wild, so exciting, that we stole away from you as an opportunity? Oh, just test stuff. I didn't think you'd had that many test cards played yet. I thought you had... only played like one elemental or something. It didn't seem like Tess was really active yet, but maybe I'm misremembering. I don't know. Either way, yeah, we should have seen it. We should have seen it. That's my fault. Calabusto says, oh my god, I'm 32. Same name. Weird. Yeah, man. We actually played somebody earlier with our name. His battle tag was just our name. Somebody's gonna go look that up now. What was it? Who was this person who we played with the same name? And they're gonna be like, oh my god, Regis's name is Ventile. Regis's name is Ventile. Or maybe Regis's name is Jakey No Nuts. And what's funny, oh my god, looking through the list, you'll never actually be able to tell because we've played somebody named Jonas, that's a real name. We've played a Sam, we've played a Jake, we've played another Sam, we've played Ralph, we've played Cartman, which I doubt that's it. We've played a Jay today. You'll never know, even though I gave you the hints. I mean, some people know, it's not actually a secret. You could very easily know our real name, but you wouldn't be able to tell from that. Hey Graham, thanks for the 1 bit. You can sub on mobile. It usually helps if you tap the stream, like the actual screen. In my experience, that's what usually gets people over the hump when it comes to subbing. Do I really care about this? I mean, I guess against a second Duskbreaker I care a little bit. But if you like second Duskbreakers, do I really care? I don't think I care. I'm gonna hold the weapon. I feel like we've been sitting on our weapons a lot, which I don't know if that's good or bad, but... I mean, it's kind of good because it means we're filling our curve with minions, which is nice, but it's kind of bad because we're not getting the advantage of our Baku, I would argue. Priest isn't gonna have a weapon, so we'll just slam Harry here. Good old Harry Henderson, as I like to call him. Managed to get like 30 Shutterwalks on board at the same time. Thought you could only hold 7. How'd you get so many? What'd you do? What kind of shenanigans occurred? I always like hearing shenanigans. Can you tell me what your streaming times are? It's 4 a.m. in the morning where I live. I can indeed tell you. Do we need to save this for Primordial Drake? Or do we just slam it now? The problem with building a really big board at the moment is that we know we're going to get Psychic Screamed on 7 when we play our Spiteful Summoner.
So many options.
I think I'll just play Greenskin. It's not perfect, right? Because we lose a charge, basically, but...
Here we go.
This might bait him into doing something he doesn't want to do, and this dies later to Primordial Drake sort of for free, so... I don't even know if he has... This is a quest... It's not even a combo... I don't even know what he's got. He may not even have Primordial Drake. I'm talking about a card that probably doesn't even exist. But we'll see. Heal for 7, draw a card. That's pretty good. What was that? Another one? Oh no! So many Spirit Lashes, man. Wait, did he miss a heal? He did. He missed 1 point of heal by trading first. He could have kept his Duskbreaker alive. It had 2 health when he traded. So he actually missed out on a little bit of opportunity there for damage. Definitely Spiteful Summoner is our best line. Thankfully, we don't have any Backfire, Grand Archivist, Twisting, other stuff. We do have Lanessa, though. Lanessa's a pretty big Backfire. There's a few bad 7-drops, so... That's a reasonably okay one. I'll take that.
Here we go.
Guardian of Kings. This card, everybody forgets this card exists. It's like not even a real card. Hey, Gerbalurp, thanks for the love, man. It's your birthday too? Seriously? That's like a 1 in 365 chance. That's pretty wild. Pretty wild. Always Psychic Scream on 7. He has used both Shadow Visions. He's not close on Quest, which is good, because we got to kill him before then. We're not winning this game post-Quest, I don't think. We theoretically could because of Sprint and just the ability to summon lots of big minions, but it'd be hard. We definitely want to win pre... I would love to win pre-Quest, obviously. That's #1 goal here. The heal on this does not help our goal in that regard.
Here we go.
1 point of damage there. Miss would be a big deal, so let's not miss that point of damage. I'll save that for any sort of combo activation. We do have another Vile Spine and SI, so it's possible we need that. I'd love to see a Spiteful Summoner or a Leroy or a Greenskin, Bittertide Hydra. I do not want to draw Glacial Shard or Firefly. Handle. That's a weird line. Why did he go there? Well, I did indeed jinx us, boys. Who would have guessed otherwise? I am gonna freeze that because it might give him armor if I don't. He can ping it himself, but then he's wasting 2 mana on pings that are not his quest activation or anything else, so, or not one of these minions. I jinxed us. We drew the Glacial Shard I didn't want. The 1 card! Always. Hey, Dartunadane, thanks for the love, man. 1 in 365 and a quarter. Yeah, I guess technically. I mean, there are, of course, there's indeed the leap year consideration. I'm trying to think if that's something you should actually account for or not when talking about it. I guess you should always still account for it, yeah. You should always still account for it, yeah. He's gonna Twilight's Call. Yeah, you're right. He's getting close now to the completion. Glad we saved our combo activator. That was super clutch. Leroy off the top, please! Not the taunt dude. Okay, I could live with that. Sprint, I don't think ever wins me the game, unfortunately. There's no 3 damage card that does 3 damage. There is an SI7 agent, which definitely hurts him. But, oh, there goes our Spitefuls. Oh, God. Leroy, you moron. You're late, man. You're super late, Leroy.
Go. Here we go.
This is probably game. He's at 5 out of 7. So, unless I get a silence off this, maybe? I don't even know if this is right to play, to be honest with you. It may not even be, because it gives him armor. The armor's not enough to live through Leroy, so it's really just whether or not he has the quest. If he can activate Amara and play Amara, we lose the game. If he can't activate Amara, there's Amara, guaranteed. That's game. I shouldn't have played. Did he kill the Loot Hoarder to get one of the cards? Did he kill the Loot Hoarder to get the Twilight's Call? I wasn't watching. He did. I don't know. If so, I shouldn't have played the minion. He could have pinged it anyway, but he would have still had enough mana, so it wouldn't have mattered. Okay. So we use both our sprints, so this is dead. We can try to compete here, but I sure don't see how. It's an obvious choice.
Here we go.
How do we get 40 done? I don't see it. I don't see it. Yeah, he could have killed Loot Hoarder anyway, so thankfully that didn't actually impact, but as far as mana is concerned. But oh, that's tough. We can do this, but it's gonna be really, really hard. We do know that we denied a Zola, so that's his only Amara. And we do have a sprint to refill our hand. So if we can outvalue him on board here, and he's already used like a Psychic Scream and a grabbed Psychic Scream, like, wow. Don't be the Psychic Scream, please, God. Chameleos. He knows we have this, but we can't use it. It's dead. It's totally dead. His hero power is going to be hard to outvalue is the real issue. How do we outvalue that? It's like impossible to outvalue that hero power. Hydra just kills. We're gonna take 1,000,000 points of damage off this. Like, there's no way. There's no way. Yeah, we're not getting there. We're not getting there. This thing dies to 2 pings in a trade, and we take 9. We got 41 to go. There's no way we're getting there. 0 chance. Wow, even the Drake is perfect. Glacial Shard. I don't see it, guys. I don't think it's happening. Would you mind checking out my custom card? Sure, I will. Sure, I will. Let's see. Ultimate Invocation, a Shaman card, 10 mana. Deal 3 damage to all enemy minions. Fill your board with 1/1 elementals. Restore 12 health to your hero, and deal 6 damage to the enemy hero. So it's Kalimos' battle cries, but all in a single card. That's probably even better than. Well, actually, no. I don't know that that is better than Ultimate Infestation. It's honestly a little closer than you might expect at first glance. I'm gonna concede, guys. We can't win. Oh my god, misplay. Regis, you accidentally hit your face. Regis, what are you doing? Regis, those were terrible ping targets. That was awful. How long have I been playing this deck? We might want to call it quits soon. We have done what with this deck so far? So far, we are 2 and 3. We're about to be 2 and 4. Not sure that helped him. That might have made him much worse off. Is he seriously not going to go for the lethal? Come on, Stenzi, man. You run Archbishop Benedictus just like every other quest priest in the world. It's really not that remarkable or something to be that proud of. I gave you the win. I gave you the opportunity to finish the game. I was being generous and kind. I wanted to just end the game, man. Come on. I'm giving you the honor of completing it. Why are you going to do this to us? Don't throw our gift in the garbage by memeing us. So, Brodeo, I don't know. It's a cool idea. I like the idea of combining all that stuff. That's really, really neat. But it might just be way too good. Because the AoE is really strong compared to, like, UIs. UI, you know, single target. You do draw 5 cards off UI, which is nice, but that thing just swings so hard. It's a 12 health point swing, a full board swing a lot of the time. Like, that's really, really good. I will check out this card, Mage Old as Dirt. Yes, let's see. Whoa. There's a lot of cards there. I don't know what to click. There's like 1,000,000 cards listed there.
I always do.
Oh, that's the new link. Oh, okay. Where is the single card link? Alright, I'll bookmark this thing. I have like 3 bookmarked card expansions that I have never looked at from various people. I have one, Battle for the Golden City, Tales of Lorewalker Cho, and now Pilfering and Politics. Custom Hearthstone expansions. This is kind of hard to use on turn 3. Fledgling, on the other hand, is not. But with the coin, SI7 agent's pretty valuable asset, so we'll keep it all. Well, not all, but keep it. Golden City no longer exists. Delete that bookmark. Did you just get rid of the expansion, or what? Did it go away? What happened? Curious. 18 health point swing. How do you... Oh, wait. How do you figure 18 health?
None will survive.
Based on... What, are we talking about the same thing? I thought we were talking about the... Oh, 12 health instead of 6. That's right. Yes, yeah, you're right. 18. Yeah. Kalimos heals for 12, not 6. Oh, it's the same expansion. Got it. I understand now. That adds up. Now we're on the same page. Okay, guys. We have been live for 3 hours and 20 minutes so far. I think this will be our last game of this deck. I have an even Warlock from Show I want to play as well tonight. So I think we'll do that next. Do I want a coin here, or do we just throw him the Argent Squire and play into the SI7 next turn. He is a normal rogue, so we don't probably have to stress too much about our tempo, but we don't want to throw away a minion. I think I'll just save the coin and the one drop here. Give him an awkward weapon turn on 2, because you know he's going to weapon. Always. We'll just weapon here, get the board, and play it out. We can afford to do this with our deck since we have some late game power. We're not a total just in-the-face aggro deck. 228 viewers tonight, guys. That's awesome. Thanks for hanging out. We've had 24 new followers today. And we've had 10 subs contributed this evening. And a whopping 13,217 bits on top of $30 donated as well. Pretty crazy stuff, guys. Thank you, everybody, for the kindness and the love. Thanks for hanging out tonight. I appreciate every single one of you. Whether you cheer or chat or don't, whether you just lurk, you're still contributing, still adding up. So, thank you much. Our Vicious Fledgling is dead, guys. It's dead. It's dead. Yeah, I like this fine. We have never actually gotten this green skin to go off on a full weapon. Every time it's an already activated weapon. That's just how it's always lined up. It seems to be something to do with just the way the turns and the mana line up. It always ends up being a 2-1 weapon getting buffed. But that's such a big swing, I think it's still worth quite a bit. We have the combo activator for SI7, even without the coin, thanks to Argent Squire, so that shouldn't matter too awful much. Next turn's looking like maybe just Blink Fox hero power, depending on what we see. Could change, I guess. Bittersweet Hydra, for instance, might be nice, although it's fairly susceptible, I would argue, to a Vile Spine Slayer. So I might prefer going a little bit wider if we can, as opposed to tall. Looks like a re-weapon at least is coming. What is that? Shiv into nothing. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, no. Preppy this. Oh, wow! Making baller moves, dude. I love it. Harrison's a really good follow-up. Sure. I'll Harrison here. I'll take 2 cards. No Spiteful Summoner yet, unfortunately, despite being 11 cards deep. 1 sprint, though. Wish I could swap those up. Swap those up. Sap on Harrison. Look at these tempo plays he's making. Shiv again. Well, if he's running Auctioneer, he's running out of stuff for it. We know he has a Vile Spine because he's running that Flame Elemental. He's just like hanging tight. Or maybe he's just actually waiting on it. I don't know. But it seems suspiciously like a Vile Spine is coming. I have 10 cards in hand, so we do risk overdrawing a little bit here, but it's okay.
This guy's toast.
Here we go.
We're not going to be playing Sprint for a while, so. Hey, Dark Comedy from Belfast. That's awesome. When will you play Odd Druid? I don't have it on the list at the moment. Is there a way to do Odd Spiteful Druid? That might be fun. I know there's normal Spiteful Druid, but can you do Odd Spiteful Druid? What are the big spells for Druid? Is there any giant spell? There's not right now, is there? Wow, he just had a crappy hand, apparently. He was kind of sitting on random shivs and stuff that whole game, it seemed. And there you go. That was the Odd Rogue with Spiteful Summoner. It definitely was able to win games, but I don't really feel like Spiteful Summoner contributed all that directly to those successes. So Odd Rogue just still feels and looks like the better version of the deck. That said, maybe something to keep an eye on if some crazy 9-mana rogue spell comes out down the road or something. Who knows? This could be a viable way to do it. You could also just build a non-Baku version of a Spiteful Rogue and see how that performs as well. I don't think it performed very well. 7-drops just aren't great for Spiteful Summoner. So that said, if you guys have thoughts, recommendations, questions, of course, leave those in the comments below. But until then, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, game on.